Chapter 4: The Crucible of Battle. The Final Confrontation. The Obsidian Pass was a throat of jagged rock and shadow, a natural fortress carved by eons of wind and ice. The air itself vibrated with the clash of steel, the roar of battle a cacophony that echoed through the desolate landscape. Gia and Lysander, at the heart of the assault, found themselves surrounded by a maelstrom of violence. Sunstone soldiers, clad in obsidian armor, surged forward, their blades glinting under the sickly light of the moon. Their magic crackled, weaving a net of dark energy designed to ensnare and destroy. Lysander, his silver hair whipping in the wind, deflected a blow with his enchanted sword, the steel singing as it met the enemy's weapon. His movements were fluid, graceful yet deadly, a testament to years of training and honed instincts. He fought with the precision of a seasoned warrior, his every move calculated, every strike aimed with deadly accuracy. Gia, beside him, unleashed a torrent of her own magic, a shimmering cascade of emerald light that repelled the onslaught of dark energy. Her spells were potent, each one imbued with the raw power of her ancient lineage, a legacy of magic that stretched back to the dawn of time. The battle raged around them, a chaotic ballet of death and destruction. Sylvan archers, positioned on the higher ground, rained down a hail of arrows, their shafts finding their marks with deadly precision. The Silent Watch, masters of stealth and deception, moved like wraiths through the enemy ranks, silently eliminating Sunstone soldiers with brutal efficiency. But the Sunstone army, though momentarily disoriented, fought with the tenacity of cornered animals. Their numbers were vast, their desperation palpable. A hulking figure, clad in armor that seemed to absorb the light, emerged from the shadows. This was Theron, the Sunstone's commander, a warrior whose cruelty and ambition had fueled the war for centuries. He possessed an immense power, his magic darker and more insidious than anything Gia and Lysander had encountered before. His eyes, burning with a cold fire, were fixed on Gia. He craved her power, seeking to harness it for his own twisted purposes. Gia, Theron's voice boomed across the battlefield, his words carrying the weight of centuries of hatred. Your defiance ends tonight. Your magic, your love, it will all be mine. Gia's emerald eyes blazed with defiance. You will never have it, Theron, she declared, her voice ringing with the unwavering certainty of someone who had embraced her destiny. Tonight, your reign of terror ends. Their confrontation was a clash of titans, a battle of wills as much as a physical fight. Theron's magic was a force of nature, a destructive torrent that threatened to engulf them. Gia and Lysander, however, fought as one, their magic intertwining, creating a shield of emerald and silver light that deflected Theron's attacks. Lysander's sword danced, a blur of motion that cut through the dark magic, while Gia's spells hammered against Theron's defenses, slowly chipping away at his power. The battle intensified, the ground trembling under the impact of their combined forces. Soldiers fell on both sides, casualties mounting with each passing moment. The air was thick with the scent of blood and the acrid tang of magic. But despite the carnage, Gia and Lysander refused to yield. Their love, their shared commitment to a future free from tyranny, gave them the strength to persevere. They fought for their people, for their dreams, for the promise of a peaceful dawn. As the fight continued, the cracks in Theron's defenses grew wider. Gia's spells, fueled by her fierce determination and unwavering hope, found their mark. She channeled the collective strength of their alliance, drawing upon the courage and sacrifice of those who fought beside them. With each strike, Theron's power waned, his aura of dark magic flickering and dimming. Lysander, sensing the shift in the battle, seized the opportunity. With a cry of defiance, he lunged forward, his sword aimed at Theron's heart. The Sunstone leader, weakened and desperate, unleashed a final, desperate blast of dark magic. But Gia, anticipating his move, met the attack with a surge of her own power, a blinding wave of emerald light that shattered Theron's defenses, leaving him exposed and vulnerable. Lysander's sword found its mark, piercing Theron's heart. The Sunstone leader collapsed to the ground, his body dissolving into dust. A hush fell over the battlefield, the cacophony of war replaced by an eerie silence. The tide had turned. The victory, though hard-fought and bought with a heavy price, was theirs. The remaining Sunstone soldiers, demoralized and leaderless, surrendered almost immediately. The Obsidian Pass, once a seemingly insurmountable fortress, was now under their control. The war was over. Gia and Lysander, exhausted but triumphant, stood amidst the carnage, their love a beacon of hope in the aftermath of the battle. The sacrifices had been immense, the cost high, but the future, once shrouded in darkness, now shimmered with the promise of a new dawn. Their defiance, their love, had ultimately triumphed over hatred and tyranny. The long struggle was over, but the work of building a new world, a peaceful and united realm, had only just begun. They had won the war, but the true test, the rebuilding of trust and reconciliation, lay ahead. The path to peace was arduous, but with their combined strength and their enduring love, Gia and Lysander were ready to face the challenges that lay ahead, hand in hand. The world, scarred but not broken, awaited their leadership, a world poised for a future free from violence, a future made possible by their courage, their love, and their ultimate victory.